Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I'm sorry guys if the audio sounds bad because I have to use my earphones because I left my mic at home. I did this look and it was different, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I'm priming with the P. Louise base. This was in the shade 5. It's pretty much my skin tone, like a half a shade lighter. And then I'm using my 25L palette from Morphe. I'm taking this really deep purple, and I'm using the smudger end of the brushes that come in the Anastasia palettes. And I am kind of sculpting out how I want my crease to be shaped, and then after I get the shape to my desired look, I'm gonna apply some more color to make it more pigmented. Alright, so now dipping into the Colored Rain palette, I'm taking the darkest purple out of this palette, and I'm using that to blend. It's going to be my transition color. I am blending with my M506 brush. It's like the perfect size, especially for this look, because you don't want to bring up the color too close to your brow, even though mine still ended up kind of far. But it's like the perfect size for my eyelid space, if that makes sense. But yeah, I use the M506 literally always to blend. So once that is very nicely and seamlessly blended, I am going back into the Colored Rain palette, but this time I'm taking the bright blue out of here, and that of course is going to act as my second transition color. So you guys, I'm thinking about hosting a masterclass through Zoom. Let me know if you guys would be interested, because I want to do like a blending class. But now I'm going back into the 25L palette once again, and I'm taking the matte black, not too much because we don't want it to really appear black. Just want to deepen the purple just a little bit, so we're not applying too much. And for the black and the blue, I still use the M506. So I'm taking the exact same P. Louise base in the shade 5 to cut my crease. I don't really know how to explain how I did this cut crease, but I actually have a reference picture, but I will link the lady's Instagram below. But I just kind of followed the shape of hers and I just cut it. But I mean, it's like a regular cut crease except for in the front. But y'all, honestly, I just took me like a whole 4 hours. I started at like midnight and I didn't finish until like 4 or 5 a.m. So yeah, it was fun though. I'm proud of myself for actually staying up and doing it. But yeah, it's out of my comfort. Well, I'm not gonna say it's out of my comfort zone. I knew I was capable of doing it. I just have never really pushed myself to do an extreme look like this. So I finally did it, and I'm proud of myself. And as far as cutting the crease, I guess you can say just follow the shape of the original cut crease shape I did. Like when I used the smudger brush. Just follow the same shape and just cut it out, but just move slow, do light strokes, so if you mess up you can kind of tap back over the color and fix it. But yeah, just do light strokes and you should be fine. As you guys can see right here, I messed it up, but I just took that same brush, same smudger brush and I just lightly tap back over the area. Alright, so now I'm just setting the inner corner of my eye. That part only, because as you guys can see, we're going to have to cut our crease again. But I use this powder from MAC. I think it's an NC 45. I'm not really sure, but it's my skin tone. If you don't have a powder your skin tone, you can use an eyeshadow that's close to your skin tone, or you can just use a translucent powder. As long as you don't pack too much, because you don't want it to look ashy. Okay guys, so for the rest of my lid, I'm gonna take a makeup remover wipe and just wipe off the rest of the products, simply because I have to cut my crease again and I didn't want the blue to mix in with the brown, especially because I'm going to be packing eyeshadow on top, and I just want it to be a nice clean canvas for me to work with. Now I'm cutting my crease with the, I don't know what this color is called, but it's the pastel base from P. Louise. It came in the winter collection. I'm just using that and I'm cutting my crease like in a regular cut crease. So now I'm going into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. This palette has like my favorite baby blue in it, so that's what I'm using. And I'm gonna pat my base down, literally pat it down until it looks matte, it's even, and then you want to put your color on top, because if you don't, then sometimes it's hard to get the eyeshadow to not look patchy. I almost said packy. To not look patchy. So make sure your base is nice and even, it's patted down, even and smooth, and then you want to apply the color on top. I'm sorry if I sound sad. I'm literally sitting in the closet because this is like the only area that's like really close in and I won't have an echo. But I'm taking the exact same P. Louise base again and I'm cutting my crease for the third time. You want to follow the same cut crease shape, but you want to just leave, of course, some of the blue showing, so to give off like the eyeliner effect. I do have the Suva liners, but y'all, honestly, y'all don't spend your money at Suva. That's how I feel, because they still crack and people are like, oh well, you can just do this and that to prevent it from cracking. But I'm like, if your eyeliners are $14 per color, I shouldn't have to do that. So I just like this method better. It's more time consuming, but I like this method. So I'm using the 25L palette once again, and I'm taking the shimmery blue and purple and I'm packing those on my lid. Looking back though, I wish I had used a lighter blue for the front half or the first half of my lid, because it just blended in with the eyeliner or the other eyeshadow. But I mean, I guess it didn't really matter since we're adding glitter. I'm also adding some of the black, but I'm not going to bring the black all the way out to the end of my cut crease. You have to just kind of watch this part because I really don't know how to explain it. So once again, you guys are gonna have to just watch this part. But I'm taking the same blue base and I'm making like this, I don't even know what to call this. I was gonna say like a squiggly line, but it isn't even that. Like, I don't even know. I want to say I'm forming kind of like a raindrop or like a teardrop on my eye, if y'all see the shape I'm talking about. But yeah, y'all gotta just watch that one. So I'm adding the baby blue again from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And I also like this method because, as you guys can see, the base by itself isn't pigmented enough. I mean, it works good as a base, but I'm gonna always add color on mine. Like, I see sometimes people just put the base on their eye and then they blend it and let it dry, I guess, to act like as a liquid eyeshadow. I don't really know. I'm gonna go ahead and trace that out again with the same P. Louise base in the shade 5. So for this part, I'm just gonna smudge out the colors. I'm using the same colors I used on my lid, in the same order, even though they're not as visible right here. But that's what I'm doing. Alright, now I'm gonna add my glitter on top. Both glitters are from Glow Glitters. I always use dual lash glue to apply my glitter because it peels right off, just like your lashes do when you pull them off. So you don't have to worry about picking up all that glitter, like wiping all the extra glitter off. It literally just peels right off. For this part, I'm using the same blue base, but I'm doing another squiggly line, or whatever it's called. I kind of don't even like this eye. It's like, the other one was so much cuter, but it came out pretty decent. And now I'm just applying my mascara and some lashes. I don't even know what lashes I ended up putting on because I had like these right here to just me putting on. I ended up changing them to some more fluffier looking ones. I don't know if they're from Amazon. I don't know the name or anything, but yeah. And then I'm blending this blue out so I don't look like I have a unibrow underneath my brows. And went ahead and completed my face off camera. And yeah, you guys, this is how the look turned out. Oh, and then I added some eyeliner. Oh, and then I also smoked out some of the blue underneath my eyes. I don't know where that clip went, but I definitely did that. But yeah, I'm just going to insert some pictures so you guys can see it up close. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. And make sure you are subscribed. And I will see you guys in my next one.